everyone. So with spring break coming up, I'm sure many of you are being very conscious about what you're eating and how often you're working out, and I really do believe in being healthy year-round, but I know spring break, a lot of people put more emphasis on it, and I've really been enjoying our weather here in Austin. I've been able to get outside and be out by the lake and running out there, and it's really fun for me. But something I've also been working on a lot more actually recently has been cooking, and I think a lot of kids my age and people that are, young adults and you're living on your own for the first time, or you're in college, or you're living with a boyfriend, people complain that cooking is difficult to do. First of all, they don't know where to begin, how to go about creating these healthy meals that are not only delicious but also cost effective and that don't, make too much of a strain on your budget for the month and everything. And I wanted to do a little bit of an experiment, and I actually decided to go to Chipotle and order what I would normally order and actually really pay attention to how much this was costing, because most of my friends go to Chipotle at least once a week, maybe more. And I know a lot of people are also very into kind of those food delivery services where they will go out and pick up your meal for you from a restaurant and bring it to your house or your apartment. And a lot of times the service charges on those delivery services are like as much as your actual meal. So it really is much more cost effective if you can be able to create healthy, affordable, and delicious meals at home. But in order to get there, of course, you have to have all the ingredients and you have to know how to do it. So back to my little Chipotle experiment, I did go ahead and order a steak burrito bowl, and then that was $7.50, and then the chips and salsa I got on the side was $1.95, and a small soda was $1.80. So my total came out to $12.16. Now, most people that I know also would get guacamole added, and I know that adds a little bit of cost as well. So I was shocked when I realized how much that actually is, and that using that as kind of an excuse as why I'm not cooking healthy meals is not an excuse, because that's quite a bit of money, and especially if you're doing that multiple times a week, it really can add up. So I've recently been working with Home Chef, which is a food delivery service that will send you all these fresh ingredients in order to create these different recipes for the week. And I think it's a really amazing idea, and I really have liked it so far. They are portioned out in two different portions that are $9.95 per piece, so you can see how many people you would like to cook for, and you can kind of work it out that way. And not only is cooking really fun, but it's also been very enjoyable for me to cook, with a partner and do that with someone and kind of make it a whole event. And it really hasn't been boring or difficult, but it's actually been very kind of an accomplishment that I've been feeling after I've made these different recipes and I've been able to create things and then of course have that knowledge so I can make it again. And definitely Home Chef has some great options if you are vegan or you want to focus on being gluten-free or low calorie, whatever your dietary needs are. You can go in and kind of fill that out on your profile, and they can help you select meals that are the best for you. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how the meals actually come to you and all the ingredients, how they package everything, because I know that's probably a question that a lot of people have. How do they actually get you all the ingredients? And the cool thing that they do is they do send you everything you need in order to follow along with the recipes so you can create them. So I'm now going to go ahead and cut to a clip of the box that I received from them, showing you how everything is packaged, how they keep it all fresh, and just let you see how it works. So this is how the box arrived to me on Friday, and of course you can choose a day that works best for you. On top, I was given this binder, which is great place to store all of your new recipes in. Home Chef offers significantly more choices than their competitors with weekly rotating menu of 10 plus meals and customer favorites. Also go ahead and check out all the amazing accommodations they make for special diets. Now I'm going to run you through the different recipes I chose. First is the farm stand salad. This is an easy recipe, and it's low calorie, nut free, and soy free, and it has beautiful pictures on the back with all of the detailed instructions so you can easily follow along to create the recipe. I also chose the San Francisco style shrimp, which was an intermediate recipe, which was low calorie, low carb, dairy free, gluten free, and nut free. And lastly, the beef and cheese enchiladas, which also happened to be an easy level recipe, and it was free of gluten and nuts. And as you can see, the meals are shipped in cold liner insulated boxes with freezer packs to make sure that your ingredients stay fresh during the transit. And once these are refrigerated, they will keep for about a week, and they recommend using any seafood within the first 3 days. As you can see, here is the farm stand apple, and then I take out the next package, which is for the San Francisco styled shrimp. And as you can notice, all the ingredients are packaged together. I do believe this is something that some of the other food subscription boxes do not do, and personally I think it's really helpful because you can just grab whichever meal you want to make and everything is already there for you. You don't have to put everything away and go searching for the ingredients that you need for each specific recipe. And then under the freezer packs will be the meat, so everything stays nice and cold and fresh, and I really love that. As you can see, here is an overview of all of the food, all laid out with the corresponding recipe pictures. So as you can tell, all the ingredients look really fresh and yummy. Nothing came broken or damaged at all, which I was really excited about. And I did want to mention that the cardboard box and the individual bags are all recyclable, and they also help for a very easy cleanup after you create each dish. Now you have all the ingredients you need, and I do want to mention that the kitchen equipment you need is very minimal, just skillets, pots, and pans, just everything you'd find in an everyday kitchen. So of course, for my salad, I was expecting this to be pretty simple, but I was pleasantly surprised actually by this watermelon radish that I was given. I thought it was beautiful, had a great crunchy taste and flavor, and it was something that I actually have never had before, and I really love the way it brought the whole salad together. Now, I personally decided to pass on the goat cheese, but I did learn how to pickle and slice these shallots, as well as make the dressing and overall create the farm stand salad, which I love and I think is going to be definitely one of my new favorites. It was so fresh and yummy, but I loved all the different colors and the textures, and I think it was for sure a great dish. Moving on to the beef and cheese enchiladas, I am of course a big fan of these, and I was really excited to get to create them myself. I do want to mention that Home Chef offers a variety of special diet accommodations such as omnivore, meat and seafood, pescatarian, vegetarian, low calorie, low carb, gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free, and more. And I was happy that this recipe was both gluten and nut-free. Now this dish was surprisingly mild, and if you want to kick up the heat a little bit, of course just add some of that fresh jalapeno they provide you with, but this was for sure a favorite for my dinner date. He said this was by far the favorite meal that I created, and I really agreed too. I thought it was pretty yummy. Definitely leave me a comment about which of these meals you would be most excited to have for dinner. And lastly, I created the San Francisco style shrimp cioppino, which I was a little nervous about creating honestly, and anything that deals with seafood always scares me a bit, but I really do love it, and I was so impressed with the way that this one turned out. And I really love that Home Chef has given me the chance to try different types of foods and different ideas, and also become more comfortable with creating them as well. And it's really incredible to me that Home Chef is providing you with fresh ingredients to make restaurant quality recipes that are designed by their chefs, and they save you the time and hassle of going to the grocery store, finding new recipes, meal planning, and portioning. And overall, I think it's just incredible how you are actually capable of making these amazing dinners, and as long as you just try, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by what you are actually able to do. Like I said, I was nervous about how this dish would actually turn out because it was something new for me to try and cook, but I really loved how it tasted. It was so yummy and spicy, and it's definitely something I'm going to be making a lot more often. And just like that, I have now shown you the 3 delicious dinners I've made for the weekends and how simple it was to do it with the help of homechef.com. So I hope you guys found this a bit interesting, and I hope you will also take an interest in Home Chef. I really have loved working with them, and I've been very impressed with not only all the food that I've received and the recipes that I've created, but also just with myself and the sense of accomplishment that I feel once I do create an amazing meal and I set my table, I make it all cute, and then I go get some fresh flowers, and setting that up for a special someone or for your roommates or your parents or your family or whatever it may be is really just a great feeling, and it overall makes cooking fun. fun and something that is kind of something I definitely look forward to doing and turning into an event rather than something that I dread and that seems kind of like a chore or something that I don't actually want to do. And all while I'm doing that, I'm also able to select meals that are healthy and that are kind of on track for what I want to be putting into my own body. And I think it's amazing that you can also do the same and kind of take that control over what you're eating and how much you're eating and just, the way that you want to be treating your body. So if you guys would like to learn more about Home Chef and how you can sign up so you can create some amazing meals like I did, definitely go ahead and check out the link I'll have in the description box below. And if you do sign up and you create any of the meals, definitely go ahead and tweet me a picture or send me a photo on Facebook or Instagram because I would love to see it. And trust me when I say, once you do create the meal and you plate it all out and have it all ready, it's so exciting to see like what you actually made, and then you have that skill set and that knowledge to be able to create the meal again for someone else. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!